There comes a time in everyone's life that you're going to be facing certain challenges. You're trying to figure out what direction you need to go. You're trying to find out.
A lot of people wonder how you get so good at vacuums. Practice, practice, practice every morning. Keeps your waist tight and your dick big. I promise you won't regret it.
You don't really know or understand what's coming. Yeah, sure, you may have a plan. You may know exactly what direction you want to go. But then comes this obstacle. Some type of thing that just got in your way and it completely throws you off. It distracts you. In fact, it may even scare you.
A lot of people believe that success is built overnight. It comes from accomplishing one big moment or achieving one big thing. In today's video series, and honestly, this whole video series in general, my aim is to show you, the viewer, that success is built in repetition. Much like working out, you're not going to build your dream physique after one workout, after one exercise. You're not going to accomplish your goals after one day. At least the majority of us, right? There is always that 1%. But if you're like me and you fall into the other 99%, then you got to make sure you're building your success on the daily wins that'll get you to where you want to be. So today, we're starting off just like any other day. We got morning cardio, 40 minutes on the Stairmaster right now. Might do a whole 40 right here, really just depending on how we're feeling. Maybe go on a treadmill. But this is something that happens literally every single morning, and I love it. I love it. This is the first win of the day, and the more wins that you can stack up during the day, the closer you'll be to reaching your goals. And make sure you don't slack on your cardio, because I know you definitely are. The bodybuilding journey, really any journey that you want to be on, doesn't make up, it doesn't define who you are. It's just a part of who you are. But if you want to be great at it, you got to make sure you're balancing in a routine, but at the same time, not letting it overconsume you. That's a lot easier said than done for a lot of people. It took me a while to figure it out myself, but I feel like we're on a good run with it right now, and I want to show you how I balance that today. The most important thing is got to be something, you got to be doing it, and you got to be consistent if you want to be great. If you don't want to be great, then hey, maybe this one isn't for you. So one thing I believe bodybuilding has taught me over the years, over the past 2 years since I've really been into it, is that you have to be able to adapt. Similarly to life, you know, it's really all about adaptability. Well, one of the things it's all about is adaptability. You know, you're not going to always be in the perfect situation or scenario, or have just everything line up for you as ideally as you'd want it to. So you have to be able to adapt, number one, and overcome, number two, because either you're doing the things that you need to do in order to reach your goals, or you're not. I say all that to say, 40 minutes of cardio done and dusted. I ended up staying on the Stairmaster. Didn't do anything else. I low-key just caught a rhythm, you know, like when you, I low-key just caught a rhythm, like when, you know, you with your girl, you catch that rhythm. Yeah, I low-key just caught a rhythm on the steps, just making love to it. But we didn't end up doing anything else. I planned to hit some calves, but I saw both the seated calf raise and the standing calf raise were taken up, and that's the only two that they have in that crunch. So I was like, damn, ain't no calves for me. So I promise I'm not trying to just skip calves. So it wasn't the end of the world. I just went and hit 20 minutes of sauna after we got done with the cardio. One thing that I love about the sauna as well is that you really get to connect with yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, of course, you know, because another thing about bodybuilding that I've realized is just that it's about the unification of the mind, body, and spirit as a whole, right? You have to figure out who you are as a person, as an entity, as a being, and it really helps you get in touch with that side of things, right? You gotta sometimes escape this reality that we all live in and really connect with yourself on a higher level. I love practicing mindfulness and meditation in the sauna. I'll sit down and I'll throw on some real calm, relaxing music, and I'll just let my thoughts take me away. I might sit there and pray, which I've done multiple times throughout the duration of the session. And I'll tell you what, I always feel much better afterwards. So we're on the way back to the crib, about to go get this meal one in before 10:30, which is our Bible study. Then we're gonna knock that out. The day really begins to take off from there. So as you'll see, the progression through the day, I'll be getting my meals in, getting my client work done. It's just part of the everyday grind, honestly. And of course, we still got to go train later on today. Scale battery is low, so we got to make this quick. Haven't even got to meal one yet, and already the BS is starting with the day. But all good problems to have, man. So can't necessarily complain. You know, I'm grateful that I have the clients and the opportunity to have the BS, quote unquote, going on. Obviously can't go into too many details there. Yeah, no, we're just about to eat this and carry on with the day. I will give you the breakdown of what I'm actually eating, but this isn't a full day eating, so. And also this is not a food review channel. So we just finished up today's study, and it was definitely a great one. It spoke a lot about just wisdom and humility, and I believe that that transcends through all areas of life, because life ultimately is not just about bodybuilding. It's about crafting yourself to become the best person you can, male or female, in any aspect, in any regard, in anything that you do. In one of the passages today, we're studying the book of Proverbs, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. A lot of people might know this verse, but if not, I'll definitely be glad to be the first one to share it with you. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not on thine own understanding. In all thy ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. I truly believe that if you put your pride aside, number one, and you actually submit to wanting to know more about God and wanting to get more connected with him, then he will reveal himself to you. You have to be looking, you have to be seeking. And not only will he reveal himself to you, he'll actually reveal the things that you're called to do in life. So me personally, as it relates to bodybuilding, I wholeheartedly believe that this is the path that I'm supposed to be down. Not because I chose to get down this path or whatever. Of course I like working out, I like training and all that good stuff. But the bigger purpose is bodybuilding is just a vehicle and the platform that I can utilize to be able to help spread his message. And if I can do that, you know, by any means, just from making this video, from having conversations with clients or even just people at shows, I'm more than happy to do so. So long story short, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like, hey, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing in life, I feel like I don't have a purpose, I don't have a calling, I'll say definitely just open your eyes up to the word, open your ears up to the word, and let him take control of your path, and he will definitely direct you to wherever it is you're called to be. It's definitely a slow grind, it's definitely a slow burn, and I think that's why bodybuilding just transcends this whole concept of life. It's not just about the muscles, it's not just about the weights. You know, obviously all that stuff is cool, it's fun, whatever, but bodybuilding to me really encompasses the whole goal of life, which is to become the best version of yourself, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the areas that I had listed in the card previously, so that we one day can get back to heaven and be reunited with God. So that was the end of the study for today. That's just part of the daily grind every Friday, and hopefully this video will just show that, and you know, hopefully it can showcase to somebody out there watching that if you don't have a purpose, number one, definitely give God a chance, and he definitely hey, he will reveal that purpose, that's for sure, but you have to be willing to listen. Number two, anything that you do in life, and could be a business, personal, in the gym, make sure that you're not doing it for selfish reasons. Make sure you actually have a real reason and a real purpose behind the things that you're doing, and I promise you that'll take you a lot further than any other material thing in this life. The end is where we begin. Man, I'll tell you what, there's very few things in life better than knowing that you're on the way to the gym, on the way to hit chest and back day, you're drinking your pre-workout, you're booted up. Really, I got all my shit, all my stuff done for today, honestly, for the most part. Client meetings are done, internal meetings are done. Now, we just get to go hit a sick pump. I used to be a chest and back day hater. For whatever reason, listen to the logic. So I was thinking, because chest and back are relatively bigger body parts, they each need their own individual day, which in truth, yes, they do. Because I have a dedicated back day, which I do on Mondays, and I have a dedicated chest day, which is on Tuesday, but still looking for overall growth in both of those, especially into this next, what are we? Shit, we're 5 weeks out now, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, time just goes by so fast, man. That's the one thing I'll say. Like, you'll get caught up in the day-to-day and not even realize how fast time is missing you by, man. Like, look how quick these days are literally flying by. It wasn't too long ago, we were just talking about 2026 was about to start, and we're January 1st, and you were locked in on your goals, and you was gonna get in the gym, and you was gonna start that business, and you were gonna do all of these things. And look, now it's June. Now it's about to be July, halfway through the year. What's your progress been towards that stuff? Anyway, what I was saying before, I used to be a chest and back hater, but I've actually come to love chest and back day. I mean, you just get such a great pump throughout your whole upper body. You know, triceps get a good pump from the chest workout. Biceps get a good pump from the back portion, of course. It's just anabolic as hell. Like, that's honestly the best way I could put it. If you remember from the last video, I have my client that I've been training, personal training client, Tyler. We were hitting arms together last time we got on the video. He's actually going to be joining us today for the chest and back workout. So I'm trying to incorporate him into my schedule as far as getting him in the gym when I'm in the gym, just because he's so new into this whole bodybuilding space that I want to be able to show him kind of some different things and ideas and exercises that he should be considering as, you know, he ultimately begins to craft his physique. He's definitely still got a ways to go. Same with me, honestly. You know, I'm far from where I want to be in everything. Not even just bodybuilding, and everything. I'm just trying to give him a little bit more of that expertise and that guidance that I necessarily didn't have when I first started, which is something that I shared in the last video as well. And hopefully I can translate that just to anybody else that needs to hear it. So we're gonna be doing some chest and back exercises today, starting with chest, because that is always gonna be the focal point, at least for me. Back still needs to come up, even though back is a strong point on the physique. We still need overall size and development everywhere. Both those things can come up. The chest can tighten up as a result of the back getting bigger, and of course the chest getting bigger. Gonna do some posing towards the end of the workout. We still got our 20 minutes of cardio post-workout as well. And yeah, I mean, hopefully this just gives a little bit of insight as towards how I'm approaching incorporating bodybuilding and the bodybuilding lifestyle into my overall daily life. At the end of the day, we all still got to do the things that we got to do in order to get where we want to be, and that goes for all things in life. That's why I was preaching earlier how bodybuilding to me is really just the foundation of all of that. You know, you can make a million reasons and a million excuses of why you didn't do this or why you didn't do that or whatever. At the end of the day, either you're doing them things or you're not doing them things. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to do by any means. It's definitely not easy, but that's on you, the individual, to figure out how it plays into your life and how you can stay consistent and make your results. Long story short, make sure you're staying consistent. Make sure you find a routine that works for you. Find something that you can be consistent in is the biggest thing. And I promise you will start to yield results. So I'm gonna finish sipping on this pre-workout. I'm gonna continue blasting my heavy metal. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the gym. Right now I'm listening to, what do you think I'm listening to?
Probably the bodybuilding shit.
It's something like that. This is The Dark Place, Bodybuilding Motivation 2025. Nick Walker. You hip to Nick Walker? Yeah, not yet. He gonna get hip to Nick Walker. So we came to a blunder. This place is about to close at 3 o'clock because today is Friday. I forgot they closed early. So this is gonna be an expedited chest and back workout. Probably a couple movements for each thing. And then I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to get cardio in, because like I said, you gotta be flexible, gotta be adaptable. That's one of the main things in bodybuilding. Let's get to this first set and really start attacking it. Starting off with chest, like I said in the car, these incline flies have been money. Just switch it up from the cable, hitting the Arsenal machine. So maybe 1-2 sets here. This will be the first working one. Thought I was getting another one, but nope, that wasn't happening. I see a lot of people on this movement, they start hitting their arms like this. Like laying down, they just be like, pumping out reps. all you're doing is hitting front delt right there, right? So we want to be efficient as possible with the movements. Keep your chest up. Make sure you're actually pulling with your chest. So I'm not like pushing the things in with my arms, right? I'm pulling my chest together and my arms are really just a guide. Rep range for these flies, I like to keep a little bit higher, 10 to 12 reps. I like to do that really for a lot of the different warm-ups or first movements, I should say. And then as you get into heavier compounds, your muscles are warmed up, your body's more acclimated, then you can start pushing the weight up a little bit more. So this will be the second set. I might do a third, just depending on how I was feeling, because I feel like we actually are making pretty good time. Hit 10, and I'd rather hit them partial reps like that than start overcompensating and breaking the form just to get a higher amount of reps. Like I said, I want to keep the tension in the chest as much as possible. So I only got 10 right there, so we're gonna strip off the 10s and then just rock out with a 25 for what we call a back off set, and then we'll hit on to the first movement for back. Great start right there. Let's get over to these dumbbell pullovers. So one of the critiques from the judges was just overall more lat thickness throughout the front of the lats, I should say. Really just more lat thickness in the front shots is what I really should say. So in an effort to do that and listen to the feedback, we got some dumbbell pullovers that we're gonna do right now. This is another underrated exercise. Remember I showed you last week the concentration curls standing. That was a great old school movement people rarely do. This is another one, but it definitely helps to develop that overall thickness from the front towards the lats, and also it helps to pull your rib cage up so you can pull an even deeper vacuum. So this is gonna be the first set here, 60 pounder, maybe 2-3 sets, and it's gonna be relatively quick as far as the overall workout. So, because like I said, we ain't got that much time.
It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus never meant to push its way inside. If the pain goes on,
These are great as well to incorporate for a good chest and back day, because you are getting, obviously it's hitting the lats, but you're also targeting some upper chest, especially if you squeeze the chest when you bring the dumbbell up at the top of the movement. So good one right there. So another one, same weight, and then depending on how that feels, you might run a back off on that as well. Try to hit a rest pause, get a few more, but that bitch was not budget on the last one. Let's go on to the next thing. So we got 8. Don't necessarily love that, but everything is pacing so quick today. Like my rest time is super short, so I'm not upset about that. Gonna strip off, then just rock with a plate, hit it back off 1, maybe 2, just depending on how it feels. I love how this feels. I just wish we had more time. This feels like butter right now on my tits. Hit these low rows. I might finish off with some dips, but then we gotta hit the gym, go do cardio. I'll definitely have to do the post down after cardio. Like I say, it is what it is. Adapt and overcome. Just back double bicep that whole time. We're just gonna finish off with some dips. That'll be in this one. Still got the gym, cardio, the other gym. That's why you gotta have multiple gym memberships, right? I've said this before and I keep saying it. You gotta have multiple gym memberships. That's all she wrote on this one. Probably head over to Sparta, head over to Crush, and I get this 20 minutes of cardio in. And sometimes I do laugh at it because it is kind of funny. It's like, why would you go that hard or try that hard or something? You know, just go do cardio. A lot of times something you don't want to do. Hey man, you gotta take the good and the bad. It's all part of the journey. I just know that hey, it's something that's on the list, right? You gotta check it off every single day, every single day that I'm supposed to. Just because situations or circumstances aren't ideal doesn't mean I'm just not gonna do it. That's crazy. Chest is also crazy pumped, by the way. Back, I might hit a little bit more back tomorrow with arms, but chest is freaking cooked. So you know, Lee Haney once said, famously, train to stimulate and not annihilate, especially as you approach competition. Safe to say that the muscles are stimulated, definitely not annihilated. But all in all, I definitely think that was a good workout for what it was. If I had to give it a rating of a 1 through 10, I'll say it's like a 6.5 overall. You know, chest was probably an 8 out of 10 as far as the pump scale. And then back was probably a 4 out of 10 as far as the pump scale, just being honest. So yeah, all in all, average it out about 6.5 out of 10, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna hit some back probably tomorrow with tomorrow's arm day. And we'll be just fine. You know, you're not gonna blow up. It's not gonna be the end of the world. I promise you that. All right, so the plan now is we're gonna head over to Crunch, where I was at, literally the same Crunch I was just at a couple hours ago. But we're gonna head over to Crunch. We're gonna do our 20 minutes of cardio, because no excuses, of course. We're gonna do some posing, hopefully if the rooms are not taken up. And I might be crazy and hit the sauna again. Who knows? Right? just on you know, something chill, because you know, you can't never have enough sauna, at least in my opinion. So there she goes, the good old Crunch Fitness. That's peak capitalism right there. A little bit more of an unorthodox day for sure, but it's definitely fitting with today's theme. I would say is adapt and overcome. So cardio was done, 20 minutes on the stairs was pretty much just a repeat of today's first session. So now this is the fun part, everybody's favorite part of the lift. Let's see what this is looking like off of a subpar pump, I'd say, just because of the situation. But tomorrow's another day, and we definitely made sure that we can maximize today. So 5 weeks out as of right now, and I feel like we're in a pretty good spot, but let's just take a look. Not bad, 2 meals deep. When we drop down these carbs, which I know it's coming with Chris. I know it's coming in like the next week or so. So if I, next video we hop on here and I say, yeah, we're super low carbs, low energy, then yeah, you already know what's going on. I feel like once we really drop those carbs down here, everything's just gonna like suck right up. I'll definitely grow into this next show. The muscle that I put on the off season, some more than sticking, and it's pretty much just gonna look like saran wrap. I feel like by the time we hit the stage, like this look here, this next show will definitely be better than the last look. Yeah, man, 2026 season is in full swing, and I'm just glad that you're a part of the journey. I'm just glad I'm here finally freaking documenting the whole thing. I don't know why I was slacking on doing it before, but hey, we already had that talk in the last video. So the plan now, we're gonna do 20 minutes of sauna now. It's pretty much just gonna be a repeat of this morning session, and then we get back to the crib, have our post-workout meal, and then we're gonna finish doing our planning, getting shit together for the rest of the day. And then we just get to kill back and chill. This is what it really takes, adapt and overcome. We've been saying it every single day, and this day is far from normal, but guess what? We're still getting shit done. So it's no excuse. I'm just a regular ass man. It's no excuse for you not to be doing it as well. All right, so just like that, we finally made it back home. My aim in today's video was to show you just what an average day looks like of just a regular guy chasing a dream, man. You still gotta work, you still gotta grind, and you still have to build up your businesses or your careers or whatever else to help support your dream. It doesn't make sense to just chase something when you're not getting paid, because at the end of the day, the bills are still going to be due, right? So you got to make sure you're handling your stuff as a man, really, but as an individual, honestly. So, you know, today's been anything but normal, I would say, but I would say that is the normal, right? You got to figure out how you're going to incorporate this whole bodybuilding thing into your whole lifestyle. And like I said, for me, bodybuilding is really just the foundation for everything else. Like if I wasn't bodybuilding, I know that I could still do what it is I want to do as far as like business wise and personal wise and family. I could still do all that stuff, but I really just wouldn't have that solid foundation that I feel like bodybuilding really provides. So all in all, it really is just the for me, it really is just the foundation that holds everything together. And you know, ultimately, going pro would be great. You know, going to the Olympia one day obviously would be great, both of which are a lot easier said than done, right? But at the end of the day, that's not the end all be all. It's to just chase a whole bunch of meaningless trophies at the end of the day and recognition from people. You know, I got a couple medals hanging up right there, and they ain't doing nothing but collecting dust. I mean, yeah, they look good and they're pretty cool, from the experiences that happened. But at the end of the day, they're not yielding no bread, and they're not yielding anything other than a stepping stone in the journey, is how I put it. So we got our post-workout meal right here, which here that's a little bit better review. Got our post-workout meal right there. I will give you the rundown of what it is, but like I said, this is not a full day of eating, and this is not a food review channel at all. But just know I'm about to get into that, and I'm very excited to get into that actually, because I know it's gonna go crazy. Still got some more work to do today. Some people to follow up with, some emails to send, all the administrative stuff that comes with being a business owner. So it's not just all fun and games and, lifting and posing and, that's the stuff that we enjoy. Yeah, but these things right here, these moments right here are what's going to support you being able to, ultimately chase that dream, that bodybuilding dream or that journey, or whatever else that you want to do in life, right? Because this is just pertaining to me with lifting and bodybuilding and getting better, but this could transcend to any area of your life that you feel is most important. So the one thing that I could portray to you as the viewer for today, to wrap it all up, is be comfortable being uncomfortable. Make sure that you can adapt and you can overcome. The situation is not always going to be perfect, right? But you still have to make sure that you're chasing your goals every single day, no days off, right? Chasing your goals every single day, and you're doing whatever the hell it takes. Sound like Rich Piana right there, but you're doing whatever the hell it takes to make sure you're going to hit your goals and hit your targets, because the more that you can stack up wins and consistent wins throughout the days, weeks, months, then obviously those small wins are going to lead to that much larger of triumphs in the future. So if I can leave you with anything, that'll be it right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Man, the video was done, but I just had to show you, man. This is just phenomenal. This is, oh my goodness, like I wish I could explain to you the level. I wish you could taste it through the screen, like just the level of greatness that this food is right now. Maybe I'm just hungry, I don't know, but it's hitting the spot. So I just want to let you know.